It is the morning after the night before as Rangers have crashed at Champions League, and we're here for a live stream around noon. And is Philip Clement on thin ice? Is the meltdown beginning? Is the season over? Has it derailed? Can it be put on the tracks? Or is it just done? I've got a feeling it's just done. That's what I'm feeling. Everybody here on this Wednesday morning. So yeah, I'm gonna get the chat up my phone, but people can get the comments in. I'll be stuck straight in to react. Acrobatic goals. All right, Stevie, how you doing? Not good. It was melt. I'm still kind of fuming, to be honest. I think it's. I mean, the plan was to do a watch along yesterday. I think it would have. I don't know what would have happened if I did a watch along last night. It would have been absolutely mental. Anyway, I'm the same, pissed off because that referee. Yeah, second yellow was harsh, but he had 3 more fouls after his first yellow. You can't just go about fouling all the I agree, right? You can't go about fouling. But the reality, it wasn't even a foul. He's won the ball. His arm is by his side. The Ukrainians were at it all night. They were rolling about like fuds, and our players do it too, but they were doing it 10 times, man, tenfold. They were doing it. It's pathetic. Never a red. But, it'd be very easy to sit here. I've already said it, but it'd be very easy to sit here and just blame last night on the red, right? And yeah, if he doesn't get sent off, it changes the game drastically. Everyone understands that. But, club's in a state. We shouldn't be in a third qualifying round of the Champions League. The same players that we're feeling sorry for last night bottled a league last year, albeit, yes, a few new players in there. And, yeah, I do feel sorry for him because a lot of blame, even though most people think he got cheated, he'll probably be feeling down. There's the image of Kiev winning 2-0 about the 88th minute, and he's just peeking around the corner. It's just just not good. That pop-off player went down 20 times. He did. I was fuming. It's pathetic, though, The countrymen's in a war, and they're rolling about like that. I watched the game last night. Blue Nose commentary referred to the Italian referees as if it's some Vatican Catholic conspiracy. Who was that? Alan Hutton? Who was on commentary? Was it Alan? I couldn't really hear the commentary. Thoughts on Butland? Do you think he could have maybe done a bit better with any of the goals? See, to be honest, I was that checked out by the second goal went in. I can't really remember it. I can kind of remember it. I can't remember Butland's position. And as for the first goal, I agree. I thought it was pretty low. He could have low shots are not Butland's favourite, to be honest. But I don't even. The defending was just poor for both goals, man. It's getting ripped to shreds. But when you're down to 10 minutes, you can half accept it. If but maybe usual excuses, just not good enough. I agree. Anton Rogan's left foot, as I said in the match review title, cheat it, but not good enough. It's not. We could have played for about 10 hours, man, and never scored a goal. Up front is so bad. We've got a guy. Honestly, I could go on the fucking rant mode about Yanis Hadji, right? We've got a guy that should be starting in Yanis Hadji, right? But we're too afraid to play him because if he plays one more game, he triggers a contract clause where his wage gets bumped up. Imagine the state of your club when you're too afraid to play one of your better players in case, he gets a wage increase. I'm not saying if Hadji starts last night, we're guaranteed to go through, but when you look at the option, when you look at Tom Lawrence, you look at the likes of Scott Wright, other players like that, it's bogging, to say the least. And, there's a place for Yanis Hadji in that team. I don't care what anybody says. And I'm not basing it off 3 goals that he got in a B team game. The fact is, that team last night is absolutely shocking. I'm going to go through that team right now. Get your comments in, though. Read some more. Any more? Thought Proper was good. I thought the centre backs were all right, but I thought Suter was the best at the two. I thought Suter actually was all right. He made a couple of key defensive blocks. There was a lot of red cards last night. But, yeah, I mean, in terms of, Suter got a 5.9. The ratings last night for the team are absolutely mental. Yefty got 4.6. I thought he had a good game apart from his I mean, the man of the match was the Kiev keeper. Would we agree with that? Probably not. Fuck, he didn't even sub Scott right on, but you know, you look at the bench. So you look at the state of the Rangers bench, man. You've got all right. Tierney's good. Danilo. I mean, we need goals. Why is he not getting brought on? You've got Ben Davies getting subbed on for Yilmaz again. Yilmaz he's just not good enough. He's a paperweight. Should be sold on. I mean that's him out. Like if he's injured, right, and you have to suspend it, I'm not too sure the suspensions carry over. But who's our left back going to be in the Europa League? Ben Davies, Kieran Doyle, Fraser, Kelly, King, Matondo, McKinnon, Rice, Sterling, Wright. And the problem is McKinnon and Rice, right? They just don't get given the chance. So having them on the bench is actually fucking pointless. Kiev keeper was shite. How do you get man of the match? His team won. He got a clean sheet. He made a few saves that you would expect to make. Hadji's better than McCausland. Come on now. Not playing a guy because you need to honour a contract you agreed to. It's mental. It is mental. That just sums up the state of this club. It's like they're worried so much about a contract. I don't get it. What happened to the days where if you weren't good enough, you get dropped out the team? We are rewarding failure with Scott Wright, constantly starting. Albeit didn't start last night, but he has been. Same with McCausland. The guy's not good enough for Rangers, neither Scott Wright. And they're both getting spots ahead of the team in terms of Hadji. And it's Todd Cantwell as well, right? He wants it. Hadji doesn't, so there's a difference. But Todd Cantwell, what a loser. Handing a transfer request. We could have done with him last night. I wouldn't even play him. Fuck him. The only way I would play Todd Cantwell if he's not away past the deadline day and you bring him in. But as of right now, he's got blood on his hands. Clement's got blood on his hands. I think he is on thin ice, Philip Clement. I'm seeing a lot of people turn against Clement. Some people refer to him as an elastic band. I know they gave Phil a new deal, but do you think the fans will eventually turn? I think some have already turned. If you look at Twitter, a lot of people have turned on Philip Clement. Have I turned on Clement? I mean, I wouldn't say I've turned on him and say I want him out, but what's next? What's next for Rangers? You know, it's all right feeling sorry for that team and thinking they got robbed last night, but that team robbed us out of titles and trophies last season because they're fucking shite and their bottle jobs, and the manager's got a part to play in that. But we'll put up a poll. Are you Philip Clement out? Sack Clement. The reason I'm not is because I think we need the money that would sack Clement with to sign players. And then there's talk I've seen talk about the 9.5 million court case that we need to half the Champions League money was going to go towards that. It's like, seriously, what are we doing? Honestly, it's a fucking mess. You've always got to be careful with Italian ref. Yefty should have been more aware he was on a yellow. I agree, right? Hindsight, Yefty probably should have been subbed off. But he wasn't subbed off. And it was never a yellow. It's pathetic. I get he inherited a mess, but he was getting all the praise for getting the points gap back. So, deserves the praise for getting the points gap down, but he deserves his flack for increasing the gap at the end and the start of this season. End of the day, man, it's pathetic. You look at Kiev, right? They rested a lot of their players at the weekend. We are running players into the ground. Diamonde and Barron are going to play literally every minute. I know they didn't play every minute last night, but they are going to get run into the ground by September, and they're going to be done. There's going to be injuries there. And what's our midfield going to look like when those two get injured? He's running players into the ground. They're starting every minute. James Tavernier is just not fit enough anymore. He's not good enough. The guy's pish. How many times did Kiev just run past him like he wasn't there? Now, going forward, Tav, I don't think he was particularly bad last night, but defensively, the guy is the worst you'll see in a Rangers shirt. He's fucking atrocious. You're filled to the brim with players who don't want to be there, players not good enough, and injury-prone players somewhere in between, who no other club will take because of high wages. That's it. We need Elon Musk to buy us just to piss off Humza here. Not the thing is, see Elon Musk, see buying Rangers, it wouldn't even be a drop in the water to him. The guy's the richest man in the world. all he needs to give us is like 10 million for this transfer window, and it would sort us out. But we're not going to sign another player. The best it's going to get in the next couple of weeks is a loan. We are snookered. There's a wee bit of optimism the past couple of weeks, I think. I say past couple of weeks. I think I'd say the past week. Same with Drew with Kiev. It was like, right, good chance of going through. Beat Motherwell, albeit shite second half. But it's like, right, positive things here. Brought in proper. What can we do? All the positivity's been sapped out this team with that result last night. You can blame referees all you want, but we shouldn't be in a predicament like that. I'm a Celtic fan, but what about what was that attendance all about? Packed our grounds in League Two, but not in a crucial. I think the fans have had enough. I've seen reports it was 39,000. I've seen it was as low as 26,000. It was quite empty. People are pissed off, and the atmosphere was a bit dead. I wasn't at the game, so I'm not going to have too much of a go at people who weren't there because that would be hypocritical. But I think just most people have had enough. They're fuming. It's melting. And that's not me trying to get a few clicks. Rangers are in an absolute state right now. There was a band-aid put over the club last week with the draw with Dessers last minute. But see, right, that's been ripped open. This needs open heart surgery, and we don't have the equipment to do it. So Clement's tactics and the substitution have been poor. Tav is so slow these days. Yeah, I called it 2nd of August. I said all that deal given to Clement is all that means is Rangers going to have to pay a bit more money when we inevitably sack him. Clement will get sacked. He will. That team is on its arse. Injuries, people who don't want to play for us, just a lack of quality. You've got Hadji sitting there waiting to be played. You've got Danilo sitting there waiting for him. The guy can't even get brought. We need goals. See me 1-0 down. Why is he bringing on Kieran Doyle and co? Why can't Danilo? Danilo and Dessers up front. I don't get it. And I'm done with Yilmaz. Sad the guy's injury prone, but we're not a hospital case. We're not a charity case. Get rid of him. Decent player when he's fit. Clement's tack, I've already read that. Do you think Butland will be punted now? No Champions League. Honestly, I don't mind getting rid of Butland. Great goalie last year, but he's not been that good this season, and I think Liam Kelly's all right. If we can get 10, 15 million for Butland and improve the overall squad, but we can start Liam Kelly, that's a no-brainer. You'd be delusional to think otherwise. I will say that James Tavernier's a parasite. He's given up the ghost and probably refused to leave because of lower wages from Trabzonspor. Maybe. Andrew, Hampden is a terrible stadium. Dessers is not the answer. Now, seeing you go down to 10 minutes, always a hard job, but that's another thing. Dessers is going to get run into the ground, man. The guy's starting every game and he's not getting subbed off. And there's no excuse not to sub him off. Like, as much as I'm saying play 2 up front, just make a simple switch between him and Danilo. Clement's arse has collapsed. Awful decision. He's having a go at the referees. Worst decision in 30 years. But know why there's so much outrage about last night? Because that is Rangers set back for about half a decade now. It is. No Champions League money. You don't even get champion. Like, Rangers boosting the coefficient over the past, whatever years has actually set the club back with the amount of money it's gave Celtic. Obviously, you don't know that at the time, but it's a sad state of affairs. It's thin ice. Pathetic it is, Stevie. Screwed by the ref, but even before that, we were at our pish. We couldn't play all night and not score goals. Yeah, I think the best we could hope for is 0-0. Priority right now is for Rangers is to move in Cantwell and Hadji. Well, that's it. Cantwell and Hadji, like I said, I've cut all ties with Hadji. Not Hadji, Cantwell, but if he's still here when this window closes, he needs to brought back in. As for Hadji, well, he should be starting against St Johnstone. Sick, that's on Clement. The rumours are Clement didn't want Shankland. That's cost us trophies. That'll cost us this season. If he doesn't want to play Hadji, that'll cost us. What is his obsession with shite, mediocre players, man? People say Hadji's got no pace. Oh, I forgot. Tom Lawrence renowned for pace, isn't he? Fucking Tom Lawrence. Guy's pish. Guy is absolutely diabolical, man. Big Phil doing a great job bottling everything. Yeah, that's what I'm sick about hearing. Oh, there's Big Phil's an elite manager. I've heard people say Big Phil's this, Big Phil's that. See, if Big Phil was an elite manager, would he have not won a game against Celtic in like 5 attempts? Come on, do the math. He's pish. Yes, that's the reality. Big Phil isn't all he set out to be. Did a great job up until March, but even then, the job up until March, he lost at Old Firm. If you do not beat, how many games was it? 3, 4? Was it 4? Was it 4 Old Firms he's no won in? Was it 5? I don't even know. I've lost count. I think it was just 4. If you don't beat Celtic in 4 attempts, when all your fans are saying the Celtic team's been playing shite that season, which I was, even Celtic fans, though they weren't that good that season. What are they going to do this season? They're playing all right. They weren't even close to beating Celtic. It's not like in all 4 of the games, Rangers were pumping Celtic, but Celtic scored a late goal. We're shite. We're fucking shit. We're pants. Yeah, Kieran Doyle and Tom Lawrence. Yeah. I think maybe once upon a time Brendan Rodgers could have been considered elite. I think when he was doing, top 4 with Leicester, but see people saying Clement's elite managers like top 15 in the world. Reality is, if you're an elite manager, you're not in Scottish football. It is what it is. Yeah, Beale was seen off in the other one. Yeah, it's no good. If Philip Clement was elite, he would have beat Celtic in one of those 4 games. It is what it is. Clement really plays his favourites. The traffic cone is more mobile than Lawrence. Yep. Tom Lawrence is stealing a wage right now. Oh, I could rant all day about it, but what about this vote? So 47% are saying sack Clement. That's actually a pretty big. But there's a lot of fallout for last night. Worst decision he's ever seen, Philip Clement. Worst decision in 30 years. Hopefully that referee gets investigated. It's done now, though, right? Club's in it. We shouldn't have been in that. We shouldn't have been in that state. You vote it, keep him. Yeah, it's going to be a distorted vote. I wouldn't say sack Clement, but yeah, I don't know if the ref was bought off. Right, that's jumping to conclusions. Let's say he wasn't. I think there's a favouritism from UEFA to want a Ukrainian team in the Champions League group stages. That's what I will say, because we got nothing last night. Nothing. Exactly. Can't tell me Lawrence is a better number 10 than Hadji. He's not. He should be out the door. Kieran Doyle, man. What is it with the fetish of signing guys for the Championship that are shite? Done. Got no pace whatsoever. Kieran Doyle is like a copy of Tom Lawrence. Shakhtar Donetsk are already in the group. Yeah. 2 won't hurt them, though. Probably want more the merrier. That's what it is. It's just a joke. It is. I wonder how much money Selinski paid the referee with. Everybody. All that money Joe Biden gives him, probably gave him a few. Don't even know what the the Ukrainian currency is. Even if it remained 11 for 11, what did Rangers offer? Hoofball pitch, it's shocking to watch. No, I agree, man. We can cry about the ref all day, but the football, it's wank. It's awful, man. It's just direct. And I seen something yesterday. Well, when Clement says direct, he doesn't mean, hoofball. He means he means pass it into the striker and he lays it off quick, attacking football. I'm yet to see that. When was the last time Rangers played well? It's probably the 5-0 against Hearts. Honestly, see, since, I don't even know when you could say, you could count on your hand in the past couple of years the amount of times that Rangers have actually played well. It's like even the good European results, right? So even when we beat Betis 1-0, that was shite that night. It wasn't even that good. Now we beat them 3-2. Yeah, it was a good way of performance, but it's honestly rank at the minute, man. Yefty, whatever his name, was warned while on a yellow card, consistent fouling. But come on. I agree, right? See if he made one more foul, maybe he could have been sent off. Should have been sent off. But that wasn't a foul. I think it's not even a foul. It's a joke, yeah. It's a joke. I am convinced if any other player made that on a second yellow, they'd have been sent off, regardless of how many consistent fouls. The ref was just gagging to send him off. Norwich really loves fleecing Scottish clubs. Yep, gave us Dial and Cantwell, man. You should loan it McCausland. I wouldn't loan him out. I'd sell him. If he's not good enough, he's not going to be good enough in a couple of years, is he? He's just shite. You can change your style of play regardless of players. Anchad, Taylor and Ralston turned them into inverted fullbacks. It's all about the manager. I agree. You can turn shite into good. Yo, come on, like he did from October to March. He made them play all right. So what's happened since then? Sterling put it, I mean, bluntly back in April. We went to shite. We don't believe anymore. Looks like that. I think Butland was questionable for the goals too. Yep. I think Butland was. I can't really remember the second goal, as I said earlier. It was very. My head was at the window at that point. But the first goal, yeah. From the start of pre-season, the team has been awful. They seem to be regressing rather than progressing. Yeah. I think against Kiev in the first leg and, the first half against Motherwell, it was better than the Hearts game in most of the pre-season, or all the pre-season, but just because it was better than that doesn't mean it's anywhere near good. That's how low the standards are. We're so fucking shit. That game last night was season-defining. And did that team, for the 50-odd minutes that we were 11 for 11, did it look like it mattered that much to them? Not really. Desser's toxic. Oh, I'll die on the pitch. I'll do this. Well, your arse collapsed on the pitch, son. Butland doesn't like that end to Hampden. I don't think he does, everybody. You don't need to play hoof the ball. It's a choice. I agree. Yeah, Rangers have got the players on that pitch not to play hoof ball. Positives from last night, there's not many. I thought Tierney, when he came on, he can actually go past players with ease. I think when he's up to full fitness, he can be a difference maker. But, what state are we going to be in by the time he gets up to full fitness? 2 games at home against St Johnstone and Ross County up next. I mean, it has to be 2 wins. Honestly, if we go at the Cup to St Johnstone or drop points against Ross County, see the amount of pressure on Clement going into that Old Firm game. It will be monumental. But it's looking like 5 points behind after that Old Firm game. That's what it's fucking looking like, man. Rangers could go and put 6 past St Johnstone and Ross County. That's going to do nothing for my confidence going into the Old Firm game. Difference between last season and this one is Clement's lost loads of players and haven't numerically or even adequately replaced them. Project signings laughable this summer for use. Big Phil. Pain. Right. I want to see if there's any news. Is anybody saying anything about the decisions last night? Yeah, not only that, Celtic get like an extra 4 million because Rangers didn't go through. Wee Stevie, Celtic soul. Oh, we were going back and forth last night, weren't we? I had everyone on my. I was baiting everybody with claiming Rangers were going to win the league. 2 cups in a league done in a month looks that way. Walter Smith played hoofball, played quickly to Miller and hope for chaos in the defence. Yeah. See when it works and you win, no one gives a shit. See when it doesn't work and you lose, everybody gives a shit. To 17 million? Fuck, that's even worse. You're getting battered as usual, Clyde. All right, Celtic Soul. Come on, keep giving your comments. Were you demanding the analytics as well? Big man. Right, what about this poll? Sack Clement, 26 votes, 54 were in favour of sacking Philip Clement. Come get some. All right, Dwayne. Oh no, John Cena even. It's John Cena that says that. Walloper. That's all right, Celtic. So keep watching my ads. The disco lights seem like a bargain now. Yeah, what is it? John Cena said he supports them. What's that about? He's going to. All the jokes were about the disco lights never getting to use them. Doesn't it work like that, Celtic? So I still receive my pennies. Rangers go on a Europa League run to the final, lose majority of their players for free, give Celtic Champions League 3 seasons running, keep up the good work. That's what I said. You know, Rangers have single-handedly pretty much built the gap between themselves and Celtic. They bottle the leagues. They bottle the leagues constantly, and because they've did well in the coefficient, they've gifted them the Champions League because you've gifted first place. Meltdowns are worth every penny. Better chance of winning the Europa League. We're not winning the Europa League, right? We couldn't even win the Conference League. We're not. At this rate, we're not even going to win the League Cup. We're fucking shit. Celtic's forward line compared to Rangers is frightening. Seen it from near Boston, Massachusetts, the Boston Celtics. Yeah, I don't know why he's supporting Spurs though. Don't know why he's doing that. Chris Boyd, he wasn't too happy last night. Everybody, wasn't he? No, definitely wasn't. An absolute. Apparently, some guy at Rangers who is the marketing or commercial director is like a diehard Celtic fan. That is absolutely. That sums Rangers up. That is. Yeah, Chris Boyd reacting to the goals. Even Sam North, Footy Adventures, is saying that Rangers were cheated at the Champions League last night. Yeah, this is what Boyd said last night, right? And I've got to disagree with him. He said Champions League nights at Ibrox, teams crumble. It's 2 wins in 17 years at the end of the day, and they were against Bursaspor and Stuttgart more than like we're talking 15, 18 years ago. It's like I don't get that. No, if Boyd said European nights, right, you could factor a lot of the Europa League games in, and I think he'd be on to something there, right? But do we want to look at our last Champions League campaign? The only teams that crumbled were us. I get what Boyd's going for. That's a shame. It's a shame with Boyd, right? He is there, willing to dish it out. He takes it, but he can't dish it out. You know, what's his comeback? His team is jobbing him out left, right, and centre. It's like he's stuck in a studio, right? His team is just taking L after L after L. He can't come up with any new material. He has to rely on 2 wins back in 2007 and 2010. Then when he's in the studio with Sutton has got trophy after trophy after trophy after trophy. Right? Just absolutely freaking mental. Boyd is snookered before a ball's even kicked. He can't do anything. Sutton gets new ammunition every week. Have the statements been sent yet? Legal action against UEFA. 1 win, 11 games. Is it that? Fuck, it is that bad, isn't it? That is shocking, man. And not the thing is, there's not even that many people bothered about that. Nah, it's 1 win, 11. 1 win, 11 games. Pathetic. Well, also as pathetic as the resorting to, you know, making fun of the deed for both sides here. Anyway, for once since April, yeah, I mean, that's pretty shy, isn't it? Watch Soonest talking about how the people in charge of Rangers are not football minded. Yeah, I seen that on Talksport. It's mess, man. But the fact that they didn't want Souness tells you everything you need to know. They can't be foot because he would have benefited us. You know, Souness obviously wants Rangers to do well. Mental. But yeah, beat 2-0. 30 minutes into this live stream, I don't even know what else to say, man. Did I see James Tavernier's reaction after the game last night? No, but you know what? I'm sure he said he's disappointed. I'm sure he said we'll bounce back. I'm sure he said the same old generic shit that he says after every game. Right, Celtic so fucking reel it in. I'm not going to cry about that, but you know, some people will, and it's out of order, big man. Made Scottish refs look good, to be fair. That's it, though. I mean, at least the Scottish refs are part time. AG, I think he did. That's why he's so bitter. Can't sit down these days. Saw a clip of John Bennett calling best of class Tom Lawrence and made. Is that what he said? No, but it's even people on Twitter, right? It's like, oh, Tierney's the best winger in the league. The winger in the league. Winger in the league. No one, you know, I think Tierney looks really good, but you know, he's played a couple of games. It's like it's that mentality. People tweet or on TikTok, oh, we've got the best winger, we've got the best. If we had the best winger, centre back, midfield, we win the league, but we don't. Disappointing. It's disappointing, isn't it? Celtic aren't going to do anything better in Champions League. Best they can hope for is Europa. Yeah, well, you can't even drop into the Europa League anymore, so. Yeah, but it's not about what Celtic are going to do in the Europa League or Champions League. It's about what we would have done. Nothing, but we would have done something with the money. Can't do anything. That's put us back about 5 years, that defeat last night. Because we needed that money to drastically rip open this team with open heart surgery. Yeah, would the club have spent it? Probably not, but here, it's the hope that you can do. Celtic aren't going to do any. Well, I've already read that. At least we are at the dance. What's the dance, though? Surely it must be time for Igamani. We desperately need goals. Go to 2 up front. I don't know, 2.3 million euros on that kid, and it looks like an absolute. It looks like we've just pissed that in the wind. Like, what was the actually point? What was the actual point of that? Mental. I've said it. He looks like an absolute. I can't believe we've actually spent some of our summer budget on a guy. You know, on a guy that just is shit. But what he's played in the Jobber Moroccan League. Oh, but he's played for the under-18s in Morocco. I don't care what he's done. You know, with a guy in the league scoring, you know, he's got 30 odd goals. Lawrence Shankland could have put a wee bit more money towards the Igamani price and could have brought him in. But no, we've signed it's not even a project, man. I don't even know why we've signed the guy. And it's like he's not even fit. He's just fucking shite. But extra qualifying rounds next year, there won't be a Scottish team in the Champions League for ages. Probably not. But here, the only positive I can take for that is Celtic won't get the money. Fair, neutral, impartial, eh, Stevie? What are you on about, Celtic? So, what happened to the other centre half you signed? Yeah, he could come in, couldn't he? But he's no want it. Celtic are already loaded. Reel it in. What I'm saying is, if Celtic don't get more Champions League money, they can't extend it. If they're just constantly getting Europa League money, Rangers realistically probably would be. You allow shit talking against. Hold on here, Celtic. So, right, this is a Rangers channel. I haven't blocked you, and all you do is talk shit against Rangers fans. So why do you think that I'm gonna ban people for talking shit against you when you're the biggest moonbeam of them all? I agree, AJ. He's taking it bad. Willie Pearson getting banned. I don't ban people. You can comment away. He's getting my analytics up. He can do what he wants. Celtic. So he's raging. Why would I show you my analytics, mate? You're a diddy, man. On the brew. Rangers could make Celtic some money in the Europa League. That's a positive there. Yeah, he's in meltdown mode. Celtic, so you should be sitting there loving life. I don't know why you're the one in the meltdown. You're typing in full caps. You've lost the plot. I think you need a wee time out from your sticky keyboard. But right, let's move on for the underworld. I mean, what else? Brilliant. People have to realise that Scottish football is really poor. It is, isn't it? Right, 36 minutes in. And nah, Celtic, so you're too easy, mate. You're the guy spamming capital letters here, losing your melon. You know, your team's probably going to walk that treble this year. You should probably reel it in. Celtic are paying for who? I don't even. AJ's got you on this. AG, sorry, not AJ. AG has got you on strings, Celtic, so, and you just can't hack it. You're going to come back in here with some. Look at that. He's coming in with the full caps. He's lost it. He's lost the plot. He's lost the plot. Nah, no, you're reading. Oh, look, he's got the caps in. He's having a meltdown. He's losing it. He's losing it. He's lost the plot. Anyway, and he lost the plot last night. Never read. Should we put that for a poll? No, because people, I don't see the point. 50. So Clement is actually currently 50. Boring Potter, well, you're still tuned in, big man. You're lying in my bank account. Keep going. 50%, 50% each way. Sack Clement. This chat needs a Tario barrier. Celtic aren't making the last 16. I mean, that's all we're going to hear. So I'll be interested. I don't know when it's the Champions League draw. Stevie, your so-called Hearts fan, mate, was 100% more fuming than you last night. Oh, trust me, I was fuming. I reeled it in for the match review. Yo, it was the same. It was the same last year, right? He was fuming the same for Aberdeen got robbed in the Europa Conference League. And if you remember when Maida got sent off, he was pretty pissed off about that. So all about that impartialness. Thank you for my couple of pence there, Celtic. So get 24th place out of 46 and get last 16. It is achievable. It is achievable, right? Got one more minute here, then we're calling it a day. So get your last. I'll go. I don't know what I'm going to do later, but if we're being honest, Scottish football isn't the same as it was 15 years ago. Back when Celtic and Rangers would give the big boys a run for their money. How can you be in the last 16, finishing 24th? Because the top 8 go through to the. Oh no, it's not the last 16. It's the knockout round. You're right. So you go into a knockout round or whatever. Anyway, we'll have to worry about the black and orange version of it. the Rangers rabble. They did a watch along last night. Rangers need new owners to get them out. Celtic Soul hasn't commented in a while. Can't see his comment. He must have left. Rangers need new owners to get their hole in. Not achievable when your team is shit when they play in Europe. Rangers Rabble's embarrassing. I didn't watch the watch along last night. Because obviously I was watching the game. Knockout round. Yeah, knockout round, whatever. But it'll be the same thing when Rangers got Dortmund. That's it. Champions League knock. Anyway, right, that's where we're going to end this stream. Thanks for everybody watching. Celtic Soul has went missing. Don't know where he is. Thought he'd still be commenting, but he's away. So yeah, that's where we're ending the stream, everybody. We'll be back later. Can you afford the rent of the crane today? I don't know. Stop comparing circle. It's 10 to 8 here in most European leagues. It's 1950 in the SPFL. Brilliant. Can't see Celtic Soul's comments. He's away. He's away.